Okay, quick video. I'm blinding you with all these astro charts. We'll bring that one down a little bit. Not that the code is any better. Um, we're going to speak about a little bit what's happening astrologically in under 5 minutes, and particularly where we're headed through November and really December, the end of this year, and really into the entire 2022. I'll throw out some keywords. You can look it up on the internet. But here you don't seem so good. But there's Saturn, and Saturn has been squaring Uranus. Saturn is called in Greek Kronos. It is Father Time in that mythology. And again, all these terms have meaning. Obviously, these planets they have consciousness, as the holy books tell us as well. But they do not have will or any kind of desire of their own. They're only tools at the ends of the Almighty. With that said, Kronos, Saturn, Shabtai, is time. It is slow. From the 7 planets until the final 3 were discovered around the same time as Hasidus, which is a discussion in its own time, how we went from 7 planets to 10 planets. I can look up things in Lech Lecha about that. But Saturn is the furthest planet of the 7 midos, let me call them that, or the natural dimensions. Then you have the 3 really slow ones, which is Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune over here. Uranus is like a lightning strike. Uranus is where innovation comes from. It's where great breakthroughs. We talked before about the great Uranus transit of Taurus, which the last time that happened was the years 1937 till 1945. Yep, takes about 7 years to go through Taurus. And there were some great innovations. I think Hiroshima and Nagasaki got a taste of a couple of them, as well as some other innovation. Really, every field was reinvented during World War II. And we're going through that same period. However, the rest of the zodiac obviously doesn't look the same. It looks much worse. Saturn squaring Uranus really means Saturn also means government, the establishment, the habits. A lot, if you go into the I Ching and into the more deeper learnings about time and the very nature of time, you realize it's the ebb and flow between novelty and habit, regularity. And in Kabbalah, obviously, that parallels very well Tohu and Tikkun. Tohu is the dragon. It's the scary thing that's outside, but it's also where innovation comes from. It's also where novelty is introduced. And it's always in conflict with habit. And Saturn really represents habits. Uranus represents breaking through, flash of lightning, but also means disruptions, explosions, breaking through things. And as all the astrologers said, there were 3 of these squares this year. 2 of them are behind us. The final one is actually on December 23rd. And remember last year, December 21st, a lot of people came about the Saturn-Jupiter, Jupiter's over here, conjunction. That's when they were together, and they were all in Capricorn. We'll talk later about what Capricorn is together with Pluto. And then when they moved into Aquarius, it's the age of Aquarius. Aquarius really means plurality, it means social, it means communication, it means spiritual ideas. And whereas Capricorn really, it sits well with Saturn. Saturn actually rules Capricorn. Capricorn is management, it's responsibility, it's all the boring, important stuff that runs the world. So when Saturn and Jupiter were in Capricorn together with Pluto, Pluto's death. Pluto is the furthest, it's the 10th planet. And Pluto moves really, really slow, but there's nothing that stands in its path. Like when everything is done, that's when Pluto comes by and just erases things so that they can rebirth and regenerate. COVID started on the great infamous conjunction with Saturn conjunct Pluto. All the astrologers said before, there's death coming to town. And as you can see, they're very slow moving things. In December, we're going to have Venus, which usually is happiness. It's our brightness. It's also our money and our financial well-being. Well, it's going to be conjunct Pluto